Yesterday I had a conversation with my friend Elisa and we was talking about opportunities in life. She's 32 years old and she's just moved into her family's house again because she's awaiting the next opportunity in her life. But she doesn't want to rush things and she wants to take the necessary time to focus and work on herself. And she gave a brilliant analogy yesterday about opportunities in life that I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes. She said, Lewis, sometimes life is like walking through a dark alleyway where we're shrouded in darkness, we cannot tell left from right, we have no idea what is in front of us, and we have no idea what's behind us as well. And the only point of illumination that we have, the only source of light which we hold in our hands, is a small candle. And she said the small candle represents the pillars in your life, the foundations that you've built, the processes that you rely on, the habits that you've cultivated, the people that you love and that you trust, the geographical locations that you can rely on and you know what to expect things from. For example, the place where you grew up, or a family home, or your apartment. And I began to take this analogy further in my mind and I said, yes, Elisa, I do agree with you, but sometimes we walk through the alley shrouded in darkness and suddenly we come across a corner and the illumination we once thought wasn't possible now becomes a multiplicity of opportunities, and we get the light that we want. And suddenly, as we turn this new corner, all of the paths that we took and the direction and the alley suddenly becomes illuminated in light as well, as we now have a new point of reference. And now I turn to you, dear listener. Perhaps you're listening to this and you're in a state of life where you've become a slave to negative thought patterns, and you're in a state of demotivation and you feel a bit disgruntled and dismayed. Perhaps there's something you've been working on for a long time, a lifestyle that you're trying to build, a passion project that you're trying to bring into fruition, certain results that you want to see. Maybe you feel you've got into too many grooves in life and you feel demotivated because of that, because maybe there were opportunities that came your way in the past, but you didn't answer the call because you didn't feel ready or courageous enough. But now you're in a state where you feel like something needs to change in your life, but you don't know what, and you have no idea from which direction it will come or it should come. Sometimes in life, you want to give up after working on something for a long time. Or you feel like because the opportunities aren't coming your way, why not throw your hands up in the air and give up everything? But don't stop. If you're walking down the alley, which you likely are, shrouded in darkness, keep going. Because you never know when the corner is going to turn. You might be able to see a minute in front of you. You might be able to see a few steps ahead. But you will never be able to tell when the next opportunity to turn the corner and walk into and embrace the illumination you don't think is currently possible will come. You can only tell when you keep going. Sometimes when we lose all sense of direction in life, that's where we find the path that is necessary for us to take. You know, a little example, I don't know if you've seen the film, but in Pirates of the Caribbean, in order for Jack Sparrow and his crew to find David Jones's locker, they had to get completely lost and lose all sense of direction. Because sometimes when we lose everything, we find what is worth keeping in our life. So you might not know where the opportunities are going to come in your life, in which direction they're going to come from, or in what form they're going to come in. But you'll only be able to tell if you continue going so you can turn the corner. So keep going. As this church is stood behind us, is that a word? Exemplifying something which has stood the test of time, which has stood the numerous couples which have walked past here, hand in hand as they walk past the cemetery, the numerous people shedding tears, joyous of life, walking their dogs. It stood the test of time of everything. That's why I wanted to keep it in the background. So keep going. Keep going. Hi. Nice smile.